Well, if you need some motivation to work out, just look to Nicky Nieves. She's helped lead Team USA to their first ever gold medal in sitting volleyball in the Paralympic Games in 2016. And now she's got her eyes on the prize for the Games in Tokyo, which are officially a year away. Welcome, Nicky. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a lot better now, but I'm good.
Well, yeah, and I want to talk about all of that. There's so much to discuss. But okay, so officially a year away. Have you started training? Because I know you were training and then things got interrupted. And now have you started training for next year?
So I've been in the gym, but skills training, it's a little harder just because I'm a sitting athlete. So it's trying to find the space to do it in my home. But now we're finally getting back into the swing of things this month. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. You know, most people think about athletes such as yourself and they think about strong mental, right? And you recently wrote very openly, and I read it, and I just love that you talked about this on the heels of Michelle Obama talking about something similar as well. And you talked about, because of COVID-19, the games being canceled as you were preparing for everything, that you fell into depression. Why was that something you wanted to talk so openly about?
I feel like as athletes, we don't want to, and elite athletes really, you don't want to put out there that this can happen to you. It's kind of like you have to, portray like everything's fine and dandy and training's really hard, but it's okay. When in reality, everybody has their moment. And I know that I'm not the only one. And whether it be like as an elite athlete or even as, these high school kids that are not being able to finish their season, if it can happen to me, it could happen to anybody. And it's okay. Like, it's okay to not be okay, just don't stay there. It's okay to have your moment. It's okay to be sad because it hit everybody. It hit every single body, but just accept it, see what you need as a person and try to make the best out of that situation.
Yeah, and I think for you, something that you talked about in the same article was that you all had, as a team, prior to all of this, a mental health expert that was working with you all that helped you with your game in the first place. Did you lean on that training at this time while you were at home and you fell into a depression? Was that helpful?
Definitely. And you don't really think of like these things really playing a big part until you're in it. So of course, our mental health professionals, super, super important, really big part of us winning a medal. And you think of everything that she's taught you and taught our team, helping within like those moments. So like gold medal matches and, maybe when your team's not seeing eye to eye, but it's just different because now it's like, I'm not next to my team. I'm home. Now I'm really leaning on everything that she's taught me and like as a singular person instead of being with a group.
Yeah. How have you processed also, you're Afro-Latina. How have you been processing all that's going on in the country and really around the world?
If I'm going to be honest, I feel like I'm still processing it.
Yeah.
Like for me, you get so used to speaking a certain way and, presenting yourself a certain way. And now that like kind of, the wool's been pulled off of people's eyes,
right?
Like now I can really express it to you. And it hasn't been the easiest thing. So it's just like little by little, step by step. And we're going to get there one step at a time together.
Well, I have to ask you because I know visibility is important to you. And as an elite athlete, how do you feel about being considered a role model?
I like being a role model because I feel like as an American, as an Afro-Latina, as a Team USA person, there's so many things that I am a part of that makes up Nicky, that I'm representation for somebody somewhere, I'm representation for like the other Afro-Latinas and the other people, that might be limb different, or the hopefuls that want to be on Team USA, or for the people that are not quite sure that they want to play a Paralympic sport, because I was in those shoes too. It was hard to grasp at first, but now I really like it just because I'm like, hey, like if you see me here, you can be here too. It doesn't mean that it's just mutual exclusive to me. Anybody can be here.
Well, I want to let everybody know to be sure to check out NBC Olympics on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more information on the 2021 games. And Nicky, thank you and best of luck on everything.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun.